I've just finished my first day of the Candito Linear program for hypertrophy. Today was heavy leg day. And even though you're seeing this at the beginning, this is my introduction. What you're about to see is going to be one set of each of the 4 exercises I've chosen to do. Now keep in mind that on Mondays, I only have to do 2 exercises, the squats and the deadlifts. However, I have chosen to add in 2 optional exercises, and that's part of the program. The optional exercises I can actually take out each day if I feel, well, I'm not up to it, or I just don't have the energy for one reason or another. Today was a good day. Very much enjoyed the program. It's a bit faster than my Fierce 5 routine was. Although all this videoing slows me down, and so I probably won't do too terribly much of it in the future in the interest of time. I do expect the rest of the week to be a little bit longer because there are more than 2 required exercises, but we'll see how it goes. This program is now a 4-day per week program instead of the 3-day that I was doing because it's not full body. It's upper, lower, upper, lower. On Monday and Tuesday, I go heavy. On Thursday, Friday, I go for volume. Wish me luck. First day of my Candito Linear programming. Weights are a little bit light, just under 75% actually of my 1 rep max. So shouldn't be too much of a challenge. This will be my 3rd work set at 85 kilograms. First 2 went up pretty easy. As you can see, I'm training beltless today because I'm not putting on that much weight. Yeah, might as well focus on the core as well then. Let's see if my form is still good. This is an opportunity after all to focus on good form. Second core exercise of my new program, Candito's Linear program. This is the deadlift. Typically, I have only done the Romanian deadlifts over the last year. So I'm kind of getting to know this exercise. It's very similar, but different because you start at the bottom instead of starting at the top. At this weight in the past, on the Romanians, I've used a belt and I've used straps. I just did 20 kilos less than this at my warm-up and I was okay. So I'm going to try these without a belt and without a strap. Admittedly, I only did 3 there, but I didn't feel like I was failing. We'll see. Goal is to get 6 of these. Most important is to get good form. This should not be at my 1 rep max. This should not be at my 6 rep max. This should be doable based on my best estimates from my Romanians. These are a great exercise, but if you do them wrong, they can hurt you. So you got to be very focused on the form. Require a lot of grip strength too, so squeeze the bar. Leave your fingerprints in it. those were heavy. All right, third exercise today. This is the first of the optional exercises, by the way. On the linear programming heavy day or heavy leg day, there's only 2 exercises that you have to do. It's the squats and the deadlifts. But now this is the first of the 2 optional exercises. I've chosen to do calf presses, or calf raises, I guess, simply because I don't feel like generally the rest of the lifts get the calves all that much. I guess the deadlifts and squats probably do to some extent, but not all that much. So here I'm taking just a little bit of weight off of what I was doing with the deadlifts. Got the bar on the rack, and I'm doing, what is this, about 110, I guess? So 20 plus 25, 45, 90, 110. 110 kilos. Going for sets of 15. This is my second set. No particular warm up for these, given that I'm already pretty warmed up from the other 2 exercises. These often strike me as a problem with balance, though. I think ideally I'd have the rack a little higher too. At least there's a problem with balance once you get up near the top. I'm now on the final set of my program today. This is also obviously the final exercise. This one is the weighted lunge. So I'm going to have the bar on my back and I'm going to do lunges. Now, I find that as with the calf raises, a big problem here is actually my balance. So I'm going to start with just the empty bar this week. Next week, maybe I'll add 10 kilos or 20 kilos or something onto it. But I'm not going to accelerate too fast here, also because this is the final exercise of a very heavy day of lifting generally, and I don't want to overdo it. I am trying to work, but I don't try to kill myself, if that makes sense. So once I have a higher comfort level with these, then I'll put more weight on here. For now, it's just about going through the motions and learn the motion. Going through the motion, that's wrong. I don't mean that I'm phoning it in, but I do mean that I'm not trying to focus on weight until I have the form ready. Every day and every rep is a personal best. That's the attitude you have to have. At the moment, I feel it's more in my upper back than I do in the legs, just from squeezing the bar in like that. Also, I think it's going to be better for me if I do all lefts first and then all the rights, or vice versa, as opposed to alternating.